Okay, so this is my app that I was working on for this sprint. I did a food module app, and what that means is just it's a screen on an app that I'm doing for a group project that's supposed to help you learn food topics in English. And I really want to show it to you, but unfortunately, the way it works, I can view it on my phone uh, if I use this, and I should be able to show it to you on the web, but on my project, I don't have that enabled. So I can't show it to you, unfortunately. But I'll show you what I've done. And this is the code for it. I did this and I did a lot of other just kind of miscellaneous screens to learn React because I've never used React Native before. But the way it works, I'm using JavaScript as a language, React Native as a framework. And I just at the top, I import all the libraries I need from React. Down here, I have a style function that's just different styles I can use for different elements in my app. Down here is just unfortunately, some things I was not able to implement the way I wanted to. This is supposed to be this solved variable is supposed to be a variable that I use in my app when a button is pressed. And the idea is that you have images of food, and then you have text boxes of food. That when you click on them and you match them, if you get them right, this solved variable should change from a question mark to the name of the food, so you know you got it right. It's to help people learn English. But what I do have going is down here, anytime you see, so there's a view. This would be like almost like a window on your phone screen, and within that window, there's different elements. So I've got a title, which is a text box. It just says food module. Then you've got these touchable opacities. You can think of it as buttons, and what the button is inside it. So what the user would see is just the text cookies, and if they click on that text, it would function as a button. They'd see it fade out, and we get input from that. And then down here, I have a second window. So this would be just under this text, with just the text that says match them. And then I have some touchable opacities. They're buttons. Same thing as up here, except for these are images. And you just determine what it is by the source right here. Or excuse me, this image right here. So you have this touchable opacity, top and bottom. Then you have the image. And within that image, you have the style and the source of where you're getting the image. And all my images are in this folder called assets. So up here, these are all my images. And eventually these images are all going to be food. Right now, they're just images that I have on my computer. And so that's how that works. And then I did a little bit of playing around in React. So it's a little jumbled, but what I did do is on this app screen, this would be where, or excuse me, this is going to have the home screen, the stuff screen, the list screen, and the food screen. These are all just different screens I played around with. The app I worked the most, or the screen I worked the most on here was this food screen. But before I knew how to do that, I just made these random screens to play around with. So I learned how to do lists and a couple other things. So that is my app.